Welcome to the Travel Club. I'm off to warmer climes, so while I'm gone, I wanted to make this short video introduction for you. Concerning upcoming trips, we still have room for our April trip to Italy, so let us know if you have any interest in that. The May river cruise to France has been sold out. The next available one after that, in July, we have room for 2 more couples to Scandinavia. That would, of course, include Copenhagen and Denmark, and Norway and Sweden. And in September, there's still room for our group trip to South Africa. Many of you have heard about that trip, and there's still plenty of room on that trip. So let us know if there's any interest in that. In April and in May, I'll be teaching a photo class, a phone photography class. And so we're starting to take signups for that. There's an email out called anthemphotoclass@gmail. So if you want to get registered for that, it's free. Let us know and sign up there. Our speaker today is well known to many of you. Jennifer Cushman has been very active in the community over the years. She's a former board member and currently serves on the Social Advisory Committee with myself. She recently enjoyed a trip to see polar bears in Canada, so she'll be talking about that today. I also, a few years ago, was able to photograph polar bears in an entirely different environment in Alaska. So I made a little 5-minute video to share with you from my experiences there. So to see the polar bears in Alaska, you fly as far north as you can, starting in Fairbanks. Typically, it's a 10-passenger, smaller plane, and you fly all the way to the Bering Sea near Prudhoe Bay. The polar bears are located in a town called Kaktovik, and it's where Canada meets Alaska back at the top. Kaktovik is on an island called Barter Island. It has about 200 residents, and you'll see some photos of the houses and graveyard and so forth. You go in September before the ice freezes over, so they're there until the ice freezes over in late October, November, and then the polar bears head out. I could only afford one night overnight. It was quite expensive, and the hotel was built out of shipping containers, so it was quite an experience. You'll see a couple photos of that. The tours are run by locals. We used to call them Eskimos back in the day. Now they're indigenous Inuit, I-N-C-U-P-I-T. And I'll do it one more time. The tours are run by local natives. Back in the day, we used to call them Eskimos, but now they're indigenous people. And the boats are not what you'd call ADA compliant. They're really small. The edges are low. There's no guardrails. So it was a little crazy when you're swaying back and forth. The Barrier Island also has these ridges where you'll see the polar bears, and it kind of protects you from the rough waters. There are other strips of islands out there that help break up the water, so therefore the seas are not really very rough. We're supposed to be about 50 feet away from them, but as they would swim towards you, occasionally they got closer. Otherwise, when photographing, they were 300 or 400 yards away in many cases. One of the nice things about those boats, though, is that we were at high level, and therefore the photographs were a little bit different, and you could get neat backgrounds of the ocean and so forth. And also, we were able to enjoy both some teenagers, as I call them, that are wrestling and playing with each other just like grizzly bears would, or recently the gorillas I saw. The teenagers are always the entertainment. It was kind of a gray day, but I finally was able to get some sun near sunset. And then we did get to see a mom with, nursing, and that was pleasant as well. And then on day 2, having her lead them to the boneyard. They are allowed to the other reason the polar bears are attracted to that area is the locals are allowed to harvest 2 different whales per year, and so then they leave the bones out for the polar bears to enjoy and munch on. So I hope you enjoy this and you'll enjoy the rest of the presentation. Thank you.